And welcome everybody to Norwell High School. It's been a busy day here in high school sports in Zeeland, and Rex been here at Norwell since 10 a.m. Went back home to pick up the wife, and couldn't have had a more exciting finish to the last game. Holy cow.
Yeah,
I kind of felt bad for the official. I was watching it on my phone on the way here, and I think he hesitated to call the penalty because he knew it was going to end the game, but in the end, he had no choice.
I was walking in the parking lot and heard the roar of the crowd and didn't hear it, but I heard that less than a minute ago it was called, was it just outside the 18, or is it?
It was inside the box.
Inside the box?
Yes. So they awarded a penalty kick, and he converted, and that was it. So
it was a straight-up PK, not a free kick.
Yeah. So Leo advances. They eliminated Bellmont from the tournament in the very first round, and I think it was 4-0 or 5-0, and they just keep on winning. Leo lost to Heritage in the regular season. I saw them play, and kind of surprised that they're still alive and headed to semi-state. But at this point, you know, it's survive and advance.
Let's see whoever plays best on the last game of the season, right?
Absolutely. So congratulations to the Leo Lions boys team as they advance to next week's soccer semi-state. We are here at the girls regional, and it is Bellmont versus the girls Leo Lions, and it's a rematch of last year's game, which was a 1-0 finish for Leo in a game that Bellmont played without Carly Gilbert. Of course, we've seen plenty of Carly in the last week and a half, and certainly a more dynamic Bellmont team than last year, especially once Gilbert was out. And these two teams played to a 1-0 game earlier in the regular season, and Bellmont won that one on the Leo turf, and I think that bodes well for them today. The rain has stopped, at least temporarily, and looking forward to a good game.
I think that this Bellmont team this year is more balanced than last year's team. They have more scorers up front, and they don't have to rely on the Carly Gilbert show. And they've got girls. We've seen girls score all night. The other night they scored, 5 different girls got on the scoreboard, and it's like you don't have to lean on her so much, but let her good playmaking skills set other people up, draw the attention, dish off, and get the easy goals.
Yeah, and we've seen really good play in the middle from Emma Scheinman and Arabella Rent, sort of feeding everybody else that has those skills and playing to their strengths. And those three are the all-around. And you did a good job on picking up your interviews on Thursday. But those three are just so well-rounded when it comes to what Coach Lee asked them to do, and they make everybody else around them better. And we've seen some great finishing from Anna Rubel in the last couple of weeks. She came into the postseason, I think, with just 1 or 2 goals maybe, and I think she scored in the last 3, if not the last 4 postseason games for Bellmont. So,
well, the other night with some good passing, set up an easy touch pass inside the 6 for that goal. I mean, those are not hard goals to make. You just got to be in the right place, right time, and finish well. So
once again, now we're pros at this webcast stuff, right?
Only because we've been paid for it once.
We are pros on. I don't know if that's exactly how that works, but I guess we'll.
The definition of professional means you've been paid, Dane. That's all that matters.
Well, we haven't actually been paid.
Okay.
I'm assuming we're going to get paid, but we're going to have to find out. So, it was a great night last night. I listened to your broadcast, and there was a lot of good football. There was some surprising scores. Did you hear the controversy in the SAC? They weren't sure who won the conference at the end of the night.
No.
They got divisions there, so they got tiebreakers. So people were thinking that there were tiebreakers for the whole conference, but there's tiebreakers to determine who won the divisions. And then since the divisions tied, so they were arguing about, I guess, this co-champs, not tri-champs.
Okay.
Between Lures and Snyder, it sounds like. So.
Okay.
Well, we want to thank all of our sponsors who allowed us to bring you this webcast today, and also then allow us to broadcast volleyball later tonight. It's going to be an exciting one as Adams Central takes on South Adams for the rubber match. You're going to have that match, and it's going to be a good one. Adams Central, the way they played in the first 2 sets, I thought you're not going to have to worry about calling an Adams Central match, but they showed some heart and came back. So that's going to be a really good one over there in the Tiger Den. But our sponsors today, Alberting Woodworking, Adams Memorial, Rubel Equipment Services, Decatur Wrestling Club, Miller Burry and Brown, Thrivent and Van Wert, Tharp Self-Defense, Dr. Carla Grody, West End Restaurant, Arnold Lumber, Innovative Concepts, Muddy River Football Club, and Jay Rubel and Sons Truck Sales, along with the Adams County Prosecutor's Office.
Dane, I was able to grab the starting lineups. First for the home team on the scoreboard, the Leo Lady Lions. It's number 1, Samantha Christie. Number 4 is Taylor Swaggart. Number 5, Ava Herman. Number 6, Ella Graves. Number 8, Zoe Strum. Number 9, Finley Crawford. Number 10, Maddie Schwalm. Number 15, Madeline Beck. Number 16, Phoebe Deal. And number 17, Lauren Selisink. And for the Bellmont Braves, in goal is number 00, Taylor Lewis. Number 1, Hannah Hawkins. No, I'm sorry, they had to highlight in the wrong place. Number 6, Carly Gilbert. Number 8, Jessica Corman. Number 10, Arabelle Laurent. Number 13, Brianna Conversay. Number 14, Adeline Knipstein. Number 20, Lauren Gwen Laurent. And number 28, Anna Rubel. Number 33, Catherine Kitson. And number 50, Emma Scheiman. Those are your starting lineups. Dane, it's nice to be around these teams and know that we can read the right coach's name. I just heard the Summit guy saying.
They call him Walter?
No, he said that Bellmont Braves are coached by Dale Manus.
Oh, well.
Looks like he got off the line.
Sometimes I feel like Dale gives a lot of instructions, although Dale didn't look too happy at football last night. Hopefully he'll be happier today as Bellmont going to bring home hopefully a sectional volleyball title, a regional soccer title, and they had a really good day in cross country with the boys advancing. So all around a good day, and we got to give a shout out, Adams Central Girls Cross Country, first sectional title in school history.
Cool.
Gabby Landis, Madison Gerber,
the old 1-2 punch.
Addison Gilbert, Madison Hamilton, all of those girls, outstanding runs, and they had to run behind Nikki Sutherland, and I don't know if that name rings a bell to you from reading your articles on WZBD, but she was runner-up at the state cross country meet last year for Delta. And she won today's race by like 2.5 minutes. And then everybody else was behind them. So, hey, before we get too much further, let's play a few commercials, and we will be back right after this.
Hi, this is Jared from the West End Restaurant in Decatur. Just wanted to take a minute to thank our patrons for all their support over the years. This year we're celebrating 135 years in business. We're open 6 days a week, closed on Sundays, so stop in for some of the old favorites like the breaded tenderloin, our fish, onion rings, burgers and fries. We also have some newer items, grilled West End cod, pecan tilapia, grilled salmon, and plank salmon. We have breakfast, lunch, and dinner specials, so stop by at the corner of 7th and Monroe in Decatur. Hi, this is Jared from the West End Restaurant. Hi, this is Jared from the West End Restaurant.
Make your car, truck, or van really special with accessories from Innovative Concepts Audio Video.
We offer a complete line of WeatherTech floor mats, mud flaps, wind deflectors, pickup steps, and LED lights, plus stereos, remote starts, forward and rear cameras, radar detectors, and of course, mind-blowing stereo installations.
Lights, camera, action. Innovative Concepts Audio Video can make your ride magnificent. Innovative Concepts, 1421 Manchester Street. We bring technology to you.
J. Rubel & Son Truck Sales is a family-owned and operated used truck dealer in Monroeville, offering a large inventory of high-quality, refurbished day cab tractors and other vocational trucks. We also offer the unique ability to customize a truck to your specific needs. The Rubel family started off building grain trucks for our own farming needs and then expanded into the all-around business it is today. The on-site frame shop is one of the best in the country, and it's the reason that most of the work done in the frame shop is for repeat customers. We offer the trucks to meet your needs and to last for years to come. Give us a call today, J. Rubel & Sons Truck Sales.
Adams Memorial Hospital is pleased to welcome Dr. Tobin Eicher, who's joining the Dr. Ainsworth family medicine practice. A native of Bern, Dr. Eicher is excited to be back home with family and friends. A graduate of IU School of Medicine, who served his residency at Ball Memorial Hospital, Dr. Eicher is currently accepting new patients. Just call 728-3843 or 1-833-724-DOCS.
Welcome back here to Norwell High School. They're in the middle of introducing the starting lineups. It's a very familiar lineup for Bellmont. Talked a little bit about how deep this Bellmont team has. Coach Lee does have some really good options out on the wings and up at forward. He's got some girls who are able to give him some minutes and allow, sometimes I think it's not even so much rest for his starters, but a chance for them to take a break, to talk to him, say what's working, what's not, and then to sort of provide that feedback and instruction. So,
you know, we talked a little bit about the Bellmont volleyball squad across here. The final 9th edition of the Leakey Brothers Plumbing and Heating Coaches Show this morning got ran out of the room because a bunch of rowdy Bellmont volleyball parents wanted in and wanted to use that room. And I hear her yell through the door, says, "Tell that guy to shut the heck up in there." So she comes in and says, "You done?" I say, "Yeah." So broken. They surrounded me and then just basically tossed me out in the street. So
Alberding Woodworking, with over 40 years in business, is your best choice for your custom kitchen cabinets. Interested in remodeling your kitchen or adding storage space to declutter? Look us up on Facebook and see our custom cabinet photos. We take pride in our work and are proud to be a part of the community. Our cabinets are good, but not as good as this Bellmont soccer team. Go Braves and win regional.
well, we're ready to roll here. The teams are huddled up. Our officials in the center mat. We have our 2 ARs checking the nets right now. 40 minutes on the clock, and Dane, I saw several people outside, and it says, "It's a great weather if you're a duck."
Don't forget, on air tonight, 7 o'clock, Rex will have AC and South Adams.
6:30.
Part 3, I believe, the rubber match. Yes, 6:30, as we have a ton of support for our high school volleyball coverage. Lots and lots of ads to read to you. And don't forget, next week on Friday, we will have AC versus South Adams again in a different sport, this time with the boys for football. And we will see. These girls are excited.
And I talked to Rich Skagg and Steve Lee before the game, and they said same weather conditions except for the wind's not blowing crossways with the field, or it's running crossways today, and last year it was blowing end to end and made a difference on field possession.
So here we go. Leo in purple, Bellmont in white. Alberding takes the ball, middle of the field. One back by Leo. Played back to Jackson Garrig. No, that's the boys. I'm looking at the wrong side, Rex.
Jackson Garrig.
Here we go. I'm looking at the Leo boys up there. No wonder there was no number 10 on there.
So
the ball is played off of Leo's Zoe Sturm and out for a Bellmont throw.
So this far gold stripe is the out-of-bounds line for soccer.
Yes, it is. So Gilbert wins the ball momentarily. Just a different look when you're playing on this turf. The ball bounces so much more. That ball played up by Phoebe Deal. Up to Taylor Swiger along the right-hand side. She's pushed a little bit by Kitson, and Kitson's going to get called for the foul.
That was an easy call, Dane.
That was Taylor Swigert who was knocked on her belly with the right arm. A little right arm shiver by Kitson after Swigert had made it past her.
Emma Scheinman up talking to the official.
We're going to get a 3-man wall, it looks like. 2 captains and a freshman, Gilbert, Scheinman, and Kitson are going to protect the near post of Lewis. They need to get over to their left if they're going to protect the near post. It's going to be Ava Herman to take the kick.
Did the right thing. They walked up, stood on the ball, made the official walk them off.
Not quite 10 yards, but I guess it's on a diagonal. That ball into Lewis, and she drops it. And it is recovered. And, boy, they were crashing hard there. That was close. Wet ball, slick ball. Nice little punt there. Up to Laurent by Lewis. Poked away. Scheinman wins it back. Kitson now off to the left. Works it back to Scheinman. Turned over. Leo now with the ball. Sturm plays it over to Graves. Graves up in the through ball. Denied by Comberset. Scheinman tries to get it to Alberding. It's intercepted momentarily. Now Leo's Cislinski wins the ball.
Nice hip check by Corman.
Ball played out to Laurent, who's going to, nice little tackle there by Leo, at least temporarily. Knipstein plays the ball out, and it's going to roll for a Leo kick.
This game is so much faster than the semifinals we had at Bellmont the other night.
Well, Rex, and we want to give those girls as much credit as possible, but I just don't think Yorktown was ready to play at Belmont's level on Thursday. Leo are going to be a different story. If this one ends 7-0, something, there were red cards involved.
I'll be on my way to Bluffton earlier than normal.
Ball thrown in. Throw-in's going to be difficult today with that ball being wet. Even if it's not raining, it's going to collect water all day. That's a 10-on-10 violence there, as that was a pretty hard foul by sophomore midfielder Maddie Schwalm.
She's come up top, put a head action, almost a little like that little headbutt action.
She gets Laurent in the ear.
She's going to get a stern talking to.
And Laurent's going to come out due to an injury on the foul. No. They are stopping the clock to allow her time to recover, I guess, is the reason for the clock stoppage.
One of the worst soccer injuries I ever saw was two girls went up to head the ball at the same time in a club game day, and a girl took 100 stitches above her eye, and it was gruesome. Just the same situation as that.
Gilbert wins the ball now, midfield, looking for Kitson on the wing. She turns back into the center. She's got Laurent for a drop. Still Gilbert. Two girls on her. Tackle there by number 11, Emma Swigert, and she wins a throw for the Lions.
She was protesting that she was being roughed up a little bit too much.
Sislinski throws it in. Leo possessing the ball. Ball played up into the back line of Bellmont. Converse tries to get it away. Corman tried to get it out, but the ball bounced over her head.
Corner.
And it goes out for a corner for Leo.
I think they could have caught a foul and a push on the back of Corman, would have given him a free kick from right there, but no doings. It's a corner now. First set piece for Leo.
Swigert going to take the corner with her left foot. Short kick, swing it in, center of the box. Scheinman tries to kick it away. They play it back to Swigert. Top of the box, blocked there by Laurent.
Nice step by Laurent to get that ball deflected out.
Swigert and Laurent seem to be destined for a lot of contact with each other in these 80 minutes. Throw in now by Graves. Into the box. Right at the feet of Scheinman. Falls to Corman, who plays it up to Arabelle. Missed tackle there by Alberding. Into the box by Graves. Challenged by Gwen. And the ball played out. If you hear us calling first names, that's what we do with the Lorentz. Otherwise, it'd be too confusing. We give a shout out to Eli, who's listening at home, and lots of people from around the country. Rex, I heard Florida earlier today. Graves with a nice little move there from her right foot to her left foot, and she plays a shot in, and it's deflected out for a corner.
Went off the back of Gwen and out the end line, and there'll be another corner kick.
We got a couple of people from the Decatur community who went on fall break vacations this week. You can't do that on this day.
Why would you go on fall break for?
Too many Bellmont teams playing. So 5 minutes in here. Another left-footed corner. That one comes straight to the head of Ava Herman, but it's headed over the bar and out for a goal kick.
Under 35 here, 5 minutes gone in his first half, and it seems like Leo's been controlling the ball down in there in the Bellmont end of the field for the first 5 minutes here.
And that, of course, is the danger for a Bellmont team that really hasn't been challenged in that way in the postseason at all, Rex. I've seen every game that they've played. They haven't spent a whole lot of time playing the ball out of the back.
There's a push.
Ball goes out for a throw-in. Kitson playing much older and stronger than she is, and this game is going to be a lot more physical. It's very obvious here in the first 6 minutes. Ball thrown back in again by Bellmont. Laurent with some nifty footwork. Back to her cousin Arabelle. Emma beats one man and gets dragged down. It's going to be a Bellmont throw-in.
If that been in the middle of the field, we probably got the call.
Now they blow the whistle. There's a ball on the field. These girls cold, wet, and they'll be tired after 80 minutes. Ball goes out again for another Bellmont throw-in further down the field. Now in their own half. Attacking half, that is. Gilbert gets into the back of Sislinski, and she gets called for a foul.
Now, Dane, my wife used to play the ball person on the side during some college games, and she said when those college girls played, she said, you learn some new words. Whole new set of words out there.
Free kick played in by Leo. Kitson challenged by Sturm. Now Swigert. Hip to hip with Emma Scheinman, and the ball goes out for a Bellmont throw.
Could have been a foul, but she got enough of the ball. They let play.
Kitson plays it into Scheinman. Back to Kitson. 2 men on. Ball's turned over. Sturm looks for Swigert. Down the right-hand side. Swigert's lost half a step in her run. She's a little tired from all the contact that she's taking. Played up to Alberding now. Alberding tries to hit Arabelle, but it's won quickly by Leo. A nice header there to clear the ball by Corman. Played up by Phoebe Deal now. Deal plays it off to Shalm. Shalm runs into the box on the left-handed side. She plays the ball in, blocked by Laurent. And Knipstein puts it out for a corner. She tried to clear it on a volley. So that one will go out, and it'll be Deal who plays it out on the left-hand side.
It's about the fourth corner kick for Leo here in this first half. 31 minutes left to go here.
Corner flags weighed down by sandbags in this wind. Deal, little in-swinger to the near post, cleared out momentarily by Gilbert. Put back in by Deal, but it goes out for a goal kick. Shot too high there. So, like you said, a lot of pressure by Leo early on. Laurent no longer wearing the club, just the brace. She can't get her goal kick past Zoe Sturm. Ball played back into the box on a bounce. It's going to go out for a Leo throw-in. Belmont needed to find a little bit more possession here in the first half to give themselves a chance. Bouncing ball played up by Laurent. She plays it over the top of Crawford. Gilbert runs onto it, chests it. She's got one man to beat. She's going to turn on to Burners. Nice job of positioning there by Ava Herman. And even though she was slower than Gilbert, she was in the right spot. Gilbert tried to run all the way around her.
Now Belmont needs to take this opportunity to keep the ball on that end of the field and keep the pressure on and flip the table on them.
Knipstein looking for Rubel, Gilbert. Gilbert heads the ball into Laurent, and that ball is cleared by Finley Crawford. Gwen going to put it back in. First shot on goal, but it's a weak one from long distance. And Liam, goalie, makes the save. Try saying that goalkeeper's name, Rex.
Where's she at, number?
Number 1. I'll let you say it.
Mallory.
Okay, we'll call her Mallory. Ball played up to Alberding on the left-hand side. She blocks a shot. That ball is going to go out for a Leo throw, and gives us time to tell you that SRE Services and Rubel Equipment could not be prouder of this year's girls soccer team. If you're in the market for a skid loader, an excavator, or just on the lookout for an attachment to your existing equipment, give Sam or Joe Rubel a call today and see what they can do for you, and go Braves.
That name should have some umlauts in it, shouldn't it, Dane?
I would think so.
They don't have an umlaut on their typewriter, I don't believe.
I don't think so. We'll tell Kelby. Ball played all the way back. Conversay tries to play it away. She plays it off to Corman. Corman gets all ball there.
She got enough ball. Let's say it that. She got enough.
Ball first, and the follow-through was body.
Let's just say that Corman's center of gravity is lower and took her
is.
off her hips. That's how it worked.
So it goes out for a Leo throw. Thrown into the box to Graves. Graves beats Corman. Shot deflected off of Laurent. Back over to Sturm. Played into the box.
Nice step by Conversay.
Conversay steps towards the ball, but just before that happened, Taylor Swigert stepped in front of her, and Conversay caught enough of Swigert to get a foul call, and we are right there on the 10-yard line, which is 2 yards outside the box, and this is a dangerous one.
That was not as weak. That was a more weak tackle than the one before that.
But she didn't get to the ball first. She caught body and then ball. So it's going to be Ava Herman to take the free kick. We are right at the corner of the arc at the top of the box.
We're in a 10-yard line.
We are going to get a 4-man wall. Kitson, Scheiman, Rubel, and Gilbert protecting the near post. Let's see what Herman decides to do. She plays it right at
Hit the
Lewis.
bar. Hit the bar. Hit the bar.
It hit the uprights, you're saying?
Yeah. It hit the goalpost. It hit the top of the bar, hit the out of bounds, and came back.
So a save by Lewis. The ball goes off of the football upright, not the crossbar, you're saying?
Yep. He just looked at it on Summit.
And that means the ball's out of play. Obviously,
Yes.
if the uprights hadn't been there, it would have gone out. So
that's a corner kick.
while it looked like a good finish for Leo, it was actually a great save by Lewis, who keeps the ball out, and it goes in for a corner. The ball played into the near post, and it'll go out for another corner.
You know, that's the disadvantage of having the goalpost right above you. And on a normal soccer field, there's nothing there to impede it to even question whether it would have just been over into the fence.
Another corner in. Played back in now. A lot of pushing, a lot of shoving. And a nice shot there by Emma Swigert, and it's saved by Lewis. Second save in 30 seconds. And Taylor having herself a game so far. Big punt here. Tried for Gilbert. Headed back in by Leo. Corman and Kitson are going to be tested. We bragged about these 4 girls on the back line for Bellmont and how experienced they play, but inexperienced and young they are. 3 sophomores and a freshman.
Well, it looks like Leo's putting a lot of physicality on them to see if they can break them down a little bit, to see how they perform, you know, when they're putting pressure on them, getting a little physical.
So, goal kick now by Gwen, a little bit stronger, off to her sister. 1 back by Leo. Conversay gets into the back of Swigert again. No foul called. Swigert is going to have plenty of little rubber beads in her shoes by the end of the half.
I think she got them in her hair.
Ball played in by Graves there, and it's deflected out for another Leo throw-in. We're 15 minutes in here. The ball goes off of the top of the shoulder by Swigert, but the deflection gives Leo a throw-in.
I don't know how deep Leo's bench is, but they're really putting a lot of pressure on. I know that Bellmont can make some switches in here and see if they can give those girls a rest.
Big long throw comes in. Corman tries to deal with it, but instead it goes out for another Leo corner. Everybody back for Bellmont now. All 11 girls in white inside the box. Knipstein playing short to prevent that direct kick into the near post. Conversay dealing with a lot of contact from Madeline Beck right in front of Lewis. Right-footed in-swinger right to Lewis, and she plays it on a bounce and makes the save. Don't want to do that too many times.
No,
catch that the first time.
Teach that goalie firm hands. I mean, that's one of the best things. Catch the ball, hold on to it.
That punt does not make it to the Bellmont forwards, but it does go out for a Bellmont throw. Gives us time to tell you that Tharp Personal Defense Training offers classes for the novice to the experienced, for the armed and unarmed. The lead instructor, Jamie Tharp, has over 30 years of experience in military and law enforcement. Now's the time to take your personal safety to the next level by taking training from an instructor with real-world experience. Your personal safety starts here. Call, text, or message 260-301-1897 for more information. And Tharp Personal Defense Training, a proud sponsor of this afternoon's broadcast.
Selinsky was tackled inside the circle and wins the free kick for the Lions. Ball comes back out as Rubel tries to get the ball up and kicks it off the outside of the defender. It'll be Bellmont's throw-in on that side. Knipstein drives the ball back to the middle.
Ball played back to Scheiman now. Off to Kitson on the left-hand side. Bellmont with a little bit of room. Kitson needs to play the ball up, and she does. She gets it up to Alberding, but just out of her reach. And Leo's Emma Swigert plays it up. Corman again with a lot of touches. She gets the ball taken away from her by Alexandra Gates. Leo now centers the ball up to Graves. Graves challenged by Rubel.
They don't let her turn.
Sturm now with the ball. She plays it back into the box, but there's nobody there, and it's going to go out for a goal kick.
Bellmont looking to get a substitution in here.
That looks like Ripley. Going to come in for Rubel, I'm guessing. Nope, she's going to come in for Kitson. That means that we're going to see a change in formation, I would imagine.
Gilbert drops back, and she's going to take the goal kick here.
I think that's somewhat expected, as she's seen that, and we've talked a little bit in the last couple months about Gilbert potentially playing as a center back in college. And with as much pressure as Leo's putting through, Coach Steve Lee's going to take his best player, and he's going to put her back there. We saw this against Homestead. We saw it against a couple of other teams this year and last year.
Now Leo has a substitution as number 8 goes off the floor. That's Zoe Strum, and Strum has had her number called a lot. She's been putting a lot of that pressure on the Braves.
So we'll take a look at what that formation looks like. It looks like Corman is going to take Kitson's spot out on the left as left back. Knipstein at right back. And it'll be Conversay and Gilbert at center back. Ripley takes Gilbert's spot up top.
Stepped on the ball, but she gets it back. That's 14.
Ball turned over to Leo. Leo with a nice little move there, but Bellmont wins it back. Scheiman to Arabelle, trying to play around the official. Knipstein off to the right. She needs to play it before it goes out of bounds. She plays it up the line. It goes out for a throw at midfield.
Leo player trying to save the ball in and touches it, so it gives a Bellmont throw right at midfield.
Rex, we should have a good idea of who's coming in for Bellmont because half the team's under blankets, coats, and umbrellas. I don't think they're getting ready to come in anytime soon. Kitson not even putting a jacket on, so I'm not sure.
Nice step by Conversay.
Whether this is just temporary to change it. So Graves wins the ball, takes it away from Gwen.
Somebody's got a step.
Gilbert does, and she allows Corman to play the ball away temporarily. Graves gets another shot in, but it's stopped by Gilbert. She simply clears it.
Avoids the corner kick and makes it a throw and a side. You know, you can't let a girl run that far. Somebody's got to step up on them.
So throw in from Leo goes into the box, finds its way all the way through, and Lewis tempted to go out there and grab it, but that ball's rolling at a pretty good clip, and I believe the ball went untouched all the way across the width of the field. Okay, so Kitson's going to come back in, and she is going to replace Knipstein over on the right.
I think that's what Steve's going to do. He's going to keep those back four fresh, and he's going to offset Gilbert in there, and then when the back four are fresh, he'll bring Gilbert back up and rotate him out and go back in attack mode.
So we'll see what that does to the possession. Kitson then takes the throw in, and she plays it up to Arabelle. Arabelle gets it to Emma. Tried to play it up to Ripley, but there was just too much traffic there. Leo now with possession. They're going to play the ball out of the back. They play it all the way back to their center back. As we said earlier, Leo already with one regional title today, as the boys won on this same field, trying to make it 2 and 4 hours. Gwen Laurent wins the ball. Scheiman plays a pass, and they say play on. Now a turnover as Leo in possession. Maddie Schwall making a run. She tries to play the ball up to Alexandra Gates, but it's cleared away by Gwen. A lot of back and forth here. Emma again tries to play around the referee, plays it out to Rubel on the right. Rubel off to Arabelle. The ball goes out of play. Over to our fourth official.
Under 20 minutes with 19:08 left in this first half.
We'll say one thing, Rex. We could be standing over there in the cold.
We'd be in a little hut with Paul.
A little bit warmer here. Leo throw in, knocked out of bounds on a 50-50 ball.
Bellmont
and
rotating some more people in.
It looks like Hawkins will come in. She's a like-for-like replacement to Ripley. Throw in goes to Laurent. Now back to her sister Gwen. Cleared all the way back to Gilbert. Doesn't get a full foot on it. Scheiman with possession. Turns it over. Played all the way back to Gilbert. Coming down the left side, left-footed shot. Pass, I should say. Up to Ripley, but it's turned over. Corman tries to clear it. Now the ball's played over to Ava Wagner. Nice tackle there by Corman, who stops her advancing, but does yield a Leo throw. 18 minutes to play here in the first half. Still scoreless between these two teams. We said last year's game ended 1-0, and very likely that that's the final score in today's contest. Another Leo throw here. Thrown deep into the box. Conversay stoops down for a header. It falls to the feet of Wagner. That ball booted out by Gilbert, but only as far as Deal. Now Leo playing it all the way back
that
to the
shot
back line.
Actually was deflected by another Leo player in the box.
Hawkins now up to Alberding. Cleared back to Kitson. Back to Gwen, who plays a long ball up. Alberding running onto it. Needs to put some pressure on there. Can't allow them to play that deep ball like they just did all the way back to Gilbert, who retreats. Deflected there by Gates. Gilbert now trying to advance. There's a foul. Gates got into the back of Gilbert and sent her sliding forward.
This game a little more physical than the other night, Dane.
Belmont can be physical. That was not a problem when they played Norwell, and it was not a problem when they played Heritage. In fact, both of those teams walked off the pitch in those losses complaining about how physical Belmont had been.
That's going to be a Belmont throw as it went off the head of the Leo defender on the back line here.
But certainly it's easier to be physical when you're the bully and the other team's not giving it back.
Knipstein and Rubel back in.
I also don't know, Rex. In your opinion, is it easier to take a hit and bounce on this, or is it out there? It was pretty rainy and soft out there.
I think grass is a little bit softer, if you ask me, and you don't get black tire grind stuck in your eyes and your clothes. And
in your ponytail?
Yeah.
You never had that problem, did you?
I used to make my kids take their cleats and stuff. I'll put them in a trunk, or else your car's full of rubber tire grind. And Manny, as a goalie, said that it comes up in your face. When you dive and make a lot of saves and stuff, comes up, gets in your face and your eyes. And if you get a piece of that in your eye early in the game, it's really a struggle to keep it out.
Here's a ball into Knipstein. Knipstein throws it into Arabelle. She turns and shoots, but it goes right through the uprights.
Good for 3.
Not tonight, it's not. So, Rex, what was your highlight last night?
69-yard punt return by Jamison Roach.
He came in to play quarterback at the end, I saw.
I mean, there's a lot of separation between 1s and 2s on that Adams Central team. And Michael Mosier's the first one to tell you that.
Nice goal kick there by Leo's goalie. Played all the way up to Swigert. But Gilbert's there as the stopper. And unfortunately, Rex, I just don't know if I like Belmont's chances when the offense, the attack, comes from just that boot by Gilbert. Because A, you don't have Gilbert on the other end of it to receive it and run onto it. And B, that's just really not how they've played most of the year.
Yeah, they've turned this into a park and rec kickball game. Is basically what they've done, and I think they're doing it out of
necessity.
Because that's what they have to do to clear the ball. You need to get back into your game, and Leo's putting pressure on and not allowing them to play that game. But Leo has not made that many subs either, so I think Belmont's rotating new people in sooner.
So a couple of throw-ins here from Belmont as they're advancing the ball down the right-hand side here. Knipstein throws it again and into Laurent, and it's the same thing over and over again. Gwen Laurent trying to put on a challenge.
Nice
Ella Graves makes a nice pass. That ball is booted up by Swigert, Emma Swigert, off to Schwalm. And it goes out on the left-hand side for a Belmont throw. Knipstein again throws it in. This time to Rubel. She tries to keep it in. Plays it over the top of her head, but it goes straight to Graves.
We saw Gilbert with a goal like that earlier in this week.
Knipstein launches it up, just out of reach of Alberting, and again, it's Leo's ball. Leo now with a chance to counter. 5-on-5 here. That ball played into the middle, cleared by Gilbert, out to Rubel.
Handball.
The ball goes off the hand of the defender, and it'll be a free kick for Belmont.
So, Dane, do you have the ability to look and see how many fans are listening on our little channel here?
I could ask Dave. I need to jump on there. He can tell us if he's listening. Dave was hard at work last night covering the South Adams Southern Wells game. That ball played up to the forward Taylor Swigert, and Gilbert does a nice job of playing the ball out.
His substitution for Belmont as Corman's going to come back in.
She's going to come in for Ripley. No, she's going to come in for Alberding.
And they're going to move.
We got a whole series of changes here.
It's the shell game, Dane. Keep track of the peanut.
Kitson is going up. That's a new one from what I've seen from Belmont so far this year. So we'll see what that looks like for Belmont. Laurent does a nice job of stepping in there. A little hook there. Got to watch it when you have an arm like that. So free kick for Belmont. Ball played up. One back by Leo. Corman just into the game, gets stepped on, but gets it away. Ball played up by Deal, deflected out to Taylor Swigert. Converse needed to make a challenge on Sturm, but the ball rolls away from her.
Belmont throw in. So an old Leo buddy of mine, Jerry Jenkins, was out here. He was a longtime coach at Leo girls team. His daughter and my daughter played at St. Francis together. He's been around that Leo program for 20 years.
Throw in for Belmont gives us time to tell you that Thrivent is proud to support Belmont girls soccer goals. They love to help people achieve their financial goals. That's Beth Kitson, Mark Laurent, and Sarah Messing with Thrivent. They help clients create a financial approach that reflects their priorities and protects what matters most to them. They can be reached at 260-217-4566. Come visit them at their offices in Fort Wayne or Van Wert.
Time winding down here. We're nearing the 10-minute mark with 11:16 left to go as Belmont gets a throw in on the side.
Scheinman wins it, but plays it out.
She had help.
Thrown in by Leo. That ball is played off of Scheinman and for another throw-in. Big crowd here despite the weather. Throw-in goes all the way back to Converse, plays it up to Kitson, who
Can't settle it.
can't settle the bouncing ball, and it goes in. A lot of contact there as Corman tries to do her best to deal with Taylor Swigert. Shot there by Ella Graves.
Handball.
And Graves brought it down with the handball. And the attempt is negated. Free kick taken quickly by Gilbert. Up to Arabelle. She heads it back to Kitson. Kitson tries to head it to herself, but it's won there by Swigert.
Kitson with a nice steal right in the middle midfield.
Deal wins the ball, plays it up.
We've mentioned before that Kitson, a very solid freshman.
Taylor Swigert hits the deck, but no foul called. Up to Deal. Now off of Deal and out for a Belmont throw.
Very
10
versatile
minutes.
too. You take her from the back wing to bring her up on the outside mid.
10 minutes to play here in the first half. Knipstein's arms are going to hurt as many throw-ins as she's taken. An all-conference selection in the NE8, very well deserved. As was just about anybody on the Belmont starting 11, Rex. You go 7-0 and you allow one goal the entire season in conference play. That just about means everybody deserves the mark, especially considering they finished ahead of a team like Leo.
You know, I wasn't at that game, but seeing this game here, Leo's dominating this game. Belmont really played well, or Leo played really bad in that game.
Nice set of passes there by Gilbert to Scheinman to Alberding. Belmont had a chance there to maybe pick up a scoring chance at the top of the box, but once again they reverted to the long ball, and it didn't work out for him. Throw in by Leo. Knipstein now trying to win the ball. Ball going down the right-hand side.
I have to watch my watch here, see how much time just needed to get to my car, Dane. I get here and this field was packed with the boys regional playing in front of us here. I parked out near the road, so I'll have half my trip just getting to my car.
Kelby should have had a food truck here. So a Leo throw in now, 8.5 to play here in the first half. The ball goes off ahead and out for a Belmont throw. Knipstein throws it in. We've said that a lot today. Now Swigert plays it into Wagner at the top of the box. Scheinman wins it, plays it back to Gilbert. Kitson tries to win a 50-50 there, but it was a step behind. Gwen clears it back out to Kitson. Plays it up to Alberding, a nice touch there, but it gets taken away by Swigert. That's Emma Swigert. Ball played up there by Zoe Sturm, but the through ball goes all the way to Lewis, who hasn't had a whole lot of touches in the last 10 to 15 minutes. And I guess that's the point for Belmont.
I mean, if you stiffen that defense up and take the attention off your offense, you can't score if you don't shoot.
Leo with a chance here now as Ella Graves makes her way towards the end line. She keeps it in. She's challenged by Converse. Edge of the box to the left-hand side, and the FAR official says that was over the line. Probably was from our vantage point. Leo going to make a sub here. Belmont sticking with their lineup. They got some What was that called there? I was trying to watch what Rich was doing. I'm not sure what he's signaling, but he's not happy about it, whatever it was. Ball kicked around by Leo a couple times. It goes out for a throw in. Knipstein again throws the ball in on the right-hand side. Plays it off to Laurent. Tries to beat 3 different defenders.
Rich has got some pretty heavy rain gear on. Looks like he's duck hunting.
Well, he's not doing any hunting until these Belmont Braves are eliminated. He hopes that's not for 2 more weeks. Converse tries to clear it, but it rolls off of her ankle. Now won by Leo. Arabelle plays the ball up.
Dane, these have to be 2 of the best teams in this class, correct?
The other 2 teams in this northern half that are left are West Lafayette and Mishawaka-Marion. I would say
I think they're both ranked above these 2 teams.
Not an unbeatable team in this half of the state. Of course, Evansville Memorial is always good. They're on the south half.
Yeah, they're ranked number 1, I believe.
Gilbert runs right into the back.
She might get a card.
Taylor Swigert.
She might get a card for that. Nope.
We're going to get a stoppage of play. And we're going to get a card.
She's going to get a stern talking to.
The official said, come here, and as most professional soccer players, as Carly basically is, she had no intention of taking any steps towards the ref, said, you come here, talk to me. That was the final warning, I would say. We saw a yellow card in Thursday's game for the Yorktown goalie.
K-Dog had to pull it. Could have easily been a red, too.
There was a yellow card in the boys' game earlier today, too. So, long free kick brought in by Leo. Gilbert wins it, and the ball goes off of Leo for a Belmont throw. I got a chance to talk to K-Dog, and I just asked him, you know, what were you thinking there? And I think more than anything, I think he had a little bit of sympathy for the condition Yorktown was in. Sometimes in high school sports, I think officials do have to survey the whole situation and think, what is this going to accomplish? And that senior's career was already on its way to being over with Belmont, I think trailing 3-0 at the time.
Yes.
And he decided to...
He had a long discussion with his AR.
If he sends her off and gives her a red card, that's how her career ends. And I think he made the right choice. It wasn't a really hard foul. She definitely fouled her, but
it's just a bang bang. You know, she went to try and save the goal.
At first, I thought it might have been a handball outside of the box, but when I went back and looked at the replay, she did not touch it with her hand. She simply caught her on the slide.
Just tackled her.
So Belmont with a throw in here at midfield. The ball went out of play. Corman gets knocked down afterwards. No, the official. So that foul happened after the ball went out of play.
Yeah, he's calling a foul.
But the foul happened. It should have been a throw in for Leo.
No, Belmont throw. He overruled the throw, and the foul had nothing to do with it.
The official had called the ball out of bounds, and it should have been a Leo throw. Center official didn't see that, and Belmont committed a foul. Anyways, Gilbert clears the ball up to Anna, plays it back to Knipstein, who plays a long ball into the center. That ball is knocked down by Scheiman, who is immediately challenged by Emma Swigert. Some real physical play here.
You better get a hold of it here pretty quick.
Zoe Sturm plays the ball, tries to get Taylor Swigert in the middle. She's challenging Converse. Converse does a nice job of staying strong, and it's going to be a Belmont throw there. 4 minutes left. No love lost between these two programs in the last couple of years. When you're that competitive and in the same class and in the same conference, that's what happens. This isn't like professional soccer where there's a fence and a line of stewards to separate these two groups of supporters. No utilization of the away stands today. Ball bouncing. A couple of headers there between the two teams. It goes out for a Leo throw. 3 minutes to play. Leo throws the ball into the box. Knipstein clears it. Goes right out to Swigert in the middle, and Corman does a nice job of shielding the ball away from Swigert as Lewis collects it and is going to punt the ball forward. Punts need to be a little bit better placed because Bellmont hasn't won many of them. That one is won by Scheiman. Scheiman tries to play it up to Alberding. Deal misses her pass. Corman plays it up temporarily. Scheiman doing a nice job there on Graves. Put forward by Leo. Converse clears it with a header. The ball bounces once to Knipstein. Falls off, left-footed shot here by Sturm, and it's blocked. If that would have been on goal, that could have been trouble.
Gilbert come in, stepped in, and deflected it away.
Gwen clears it temporarily. And Rubel tries to let it go out for a throw-in, but Leo did a nice job of stepping forward there. Once again, Swigert goes on the ground after contact with Gilbert. Nice pass there up to Alberding, but
she's run off the ball by Deal.
Deal, a strong center back, a senior for Leo. Ball goes all the way back, and it's going to be a Bellmont throw deep in their own territory here with 1:45 to play.
Hawkins back into the game for the Braves.
She's going to play the last 90 seconds for Kitson. And going to be an interesting team talk for Steve and Rich to see what they say to the girls. Steve sporting the shorts today, I'm just now realizing.
Not what you want to hear someone say, but it looked like the Braves have been pretty much dominated in this first half.
Gilbert plays the ball out to Scheiman. Scheiman just boots it out. No real attempt to give Hawkins a ball to run onto there. Gilbert steps in front of the ball, knocks it out for another Leo throw.
Bellmont just trying to kill the clock here.
Cleared out by Arabelle. Sislinski throws it in to Swigert. Swigert beats Corman on height alone. Nice little move there by Gwen, but she only clears it as far as Sislinski. Oh, and Arabelle plays the ball off the official. Bellmont didn't have anybody forward there, so that's probably to their advantage.
That's a good call. 30 seconds left.
Bouncing ball played up by Gilbert, but once again, that ball's received by Leo, and there's not a Bellmont player within 12 yards of the ball. Bouncing ball goes past Converse. Swigert chases it down in the corner. She's going to keep it in, and it's going to go off of Converse and out for a corner, right off the sandbag.
I don't think they get set up in time to take
6
the kick.
seconds, 4 seconds. Played in. Oh, that's a nice ball right to her. And that's, oh my gosh, how did that not go in? That was a great 4-second header there by Taylor Swigert to Emma Swigert. And the ball goes just wide on the far post. That could have been deadly, Rex.
Dane, this is where I pull the old Bugs Bunny trick and exit stage left.
That's okay. I will take care of it. And as soon as you get done listening to this YouTube broadcast, we urge you to head over to WZBD on your radio dial or now on your iPhone without any other app that you have to worry about.
I'm so glad my Android, I could never listen to the radio on the thing, and that click one takes you right there, and it's just crystal clear. So wish the Braves luck in this second half here, and they need to change their game. They've been getting handled on all the 50-50 balls. The ball's been in there half the field the whole time, and they've just really had the pressure put on them, so they need to change their game plan here. And with that, I'm out. Thanks, Dane.
So as Rex goes exit stage left, we will bring you a couple of commercials here. And
why lose out to pain? Visit Dr. Carla Grody at Grody Chiropractic, 320 West Monroe Street, Decatur. She's a specialist in the utilization of proven non-force techniques to treat injuries of all kinds requiring professional chiropractic care. Call 724-2510 for an appointment with Dr. Carla Grody. Open Monday through Thursday, closed Friday and Saturday. Grody Chiropractic, 320 West Monroe Street, Decatur.
When you need building materials, you need Arnold Lumber, 425 Winchester Street in Decatur, featuring lumber in a wide choice of sizes, plus doors, windows, roofing, and more. Whether it's a complete new home or remodeling, a new deck or deck repair, a new kitchen or a kitchen update, whether it's an erected or materials-only garage or pole barn package featuring quality metal, free professional designs and estimates. Arnold Lumber provides it all. Open 7 to 5 Monday through Thursday till 4:30 on Friday and 11:30 on Saturday. Every child has the right to the financial support from both parents, regardless of whether the parents are married, live together, or live separately. Please call the Adams County Prosecutor's Office if you need help with establishing paternity, obtaining a child support order, or enforcing of a child support order. In some cases, failure to pay child support can result in criminal charges. The Adams County Prosecutor's Office will diligently and aggressively pursue the collection of support from those who try to avoid this responsibility. There is no cost to get the help of the Prosecutor's Office. If you need help, give the office a call today at 724-5362 or visit adamscountyprosecutor.com.
Welcome back here to Norwell High School. We want to thank all of our sponsors for allowing us to bring you this broadcast, both live and on archive. If you're just joining us, the score is 0-0. Leo with much of the possession, and Bellmont with just one shot on goal in the first half. None of that matters because the score is 0-0, and there's 40 minutes to play before we consider perhaps overtime or, God forbid, a shootout, which I'm not sure we would survive. We want to tell you that Miller, Burry & Brown is focused on results. The attorneys at Miller, Burry & Brown have over 100 years of combined experience in a law office that dates back to 1951 in downtown Decatur. With decades of experience, the attorneys at Miller, Burry & Brown are ready to serve you. They offer a wide range of legal expertise and look forward to meeting with you to discuss your goals and circumstances. The law firm can help you with estate planning and administration, trusts, elder care planning, real estate transactions, and civil litigation, including personal and family law. Miller, Burry & Brown looks forward to serving your legal needs. We also want to tell you that here after fall break in another week, we begin the elementary wrestling program at the Decatur Wrestling Club. After that's over on the Thursday night when all of the elementary wrestlers wrestle for a title, November 6th, I believe, is the kickoff for the new Decatur Wrestling Club season. So sign up your young wrestler. We'll have online registrations on the Bellmont Braves Wrestling Facebook page, and links, also information sent home with your kids if you're in the North Adams district. So consider Decatur Wrestling Club to grow your young athlete. I know my son is excited about the elementary wrestling program. We got 6 minutes left here on the clock. A couple more ads to read for you here. I can tell you that Muddy River FC is now in its second year and in the midst of a busy schedule for its youth soccer teams at the U10, U12, and U15 levels. If you're interested in certified coaches and high-level instruction for your young soccer player, but don't want to drive an hour away, look for the next registration window for Muddy River and join dozens of young soccer players from the Decatur, Bluffton, and Hoagland areas who are already signed up. With practices twice a week and games on the weekends with licensed soccer coaches, Muddy River is focused on helping your child get better at the game. Check them out on muddyriverfc.com or look for our winter futsal leagues here in the coming weeks. So the Bellmont team is under the tent, and the Leo team is over off to the left-hand side, sitting on the sideline. It's going to give us a chance to play a couple more ads, and we'll come back with a little bit more analysis of the first half and a little bit more talk about what Bellmont might do to take this thing home.
Adams Memorial Hospital is pleased to welcome Dr. Tobin Eicher, who's joining the Dr. Ainsworth family medicine practice. A native of Bern, Dr. Eicher is excited to be back home with family and friends. A graduate of IU School of Medicine, who served his residency at Ball Memorial Hospital, Dr. Eicher is currently accepting new patients. Just call 728-3843 or 1-833-724-DOCS.
J. Rubel & Son Truck Sales is a family-owned and operated used truck dealer in Monroeville, offering a large inventory of high-quality refurbished day cab tractors and other vocational trucks. We also offer the unique ability to customize a truck to your specific needs. The Rubel family started off building grain trucks for our own farming needs and then expanded into the all-around business it is today. The on-site frame shop is one of the best in the country, and it's the reason that most of the work done in the frame shop is for repeat customers. We offer the trucks to meet your needs and to last for years to come. Give us a call today, J. Rubel & Sons Truck Sales.
Welcome back here to Norwell High School. 0-0 the score. No goals yet here. 4 minutes left to play, or to wait here at halftime. Just one shot for Bellmont in the first half. Sort of a weak one back to the Leo keeper from distance by Gwen Laurent. We saw a change in tactics for Coach Steve Lee as he took Carly Gilbert from her usual forward spot. We haven't mentioned today she is currently tied for the all-time lead in goals in Bellmont history. But right now she's playing center back and not really advancing past midfield. Have been a couple of physical fouls called, no cards brandished as of yet. Here, 3 minutes, 15 seconds left. We're excited to bring you this webcast, and we hope that we have a few more here to follow the Bellmont Braves. Of course, join us on air later tonight. We'll be on the air at 6:30. That's just an hour and 10 minutes from now. Rex has left the building. He's headed over to Bluffton to be able to bring you that action. Still some umbrellas in the crowd as the rain's still coming down a little bit here. Alberting Woodworking, with over 40 years in business, is your best choice for your custom kitchen cabinets. Interested in remodeling your kitchen or adding storage space to declutter? Look them up on Facebook and see their custom cabinet photos. They take pride in their work and are proud to be a part of the community. Their cabinets are good, but not as good as this Bellmont soccer team. Go Braves and win regional. We certainly appreciate their coming on with WZBD and supporting our broadcast. Another fine sponsor is Rubel Equipment, SRE Services. Could not be prouder of this year's girls soccer team. If you're in the market for a skid loader, an excavator, or just on the lookout for an attachment to your existing equipment, give Sam or Joe Rubel a call today and see what they can do for you. If you've ever been out to the Rubel garage, you know that there are plenty of toys out there that Joe knows how to use. So give them a call today and go Braves. Tharp Personal Defense Training offers classes for the novice to the experienced. For the armed or unarmed, our lead instructor, Jamie Tharp, has over 30 years of experience in military and law enforcement. And now's the time to take your personal safety to the next level by taking training from an instructor with real-world experience. Your personal safety starts here. Call, text, or message 260-301-1897 for more information. That's 301-1897. Tharp Personal Defense Training, a proud sponsor of tonight's broadcast. Certainly thank Jamie for coming on and joining us. We have a minute 20 left before we go back to play. Certainly seen a lot of possession by Leo. A little bit crisper passing, but Bellmont doing a good job of defending. And honestly, in the last 15 to 20 minutes, as much possession as Leo maintained, they had less scoring chances after Gilbert moved back to center back than they had before when Gilbert was up at forward. And Bellmont certainly doesn't have a problem defending, and they've done a good job of defending all year, going all the way back to the first game. But certainly Bellmont trying to find some way to pick up at least a couple of scoring chances to sort of offset the probably 75-25 possession advantage that Leo has enjoyed so far. Thrivent is a proud sponsor of the Bellmont girls soccer goals. At Thrivent, we believe money is a tool, not just a goal. Let's work together to create a financial approach that reflects your priorities and helps you protect the things that matter to you, like family and giving back. That's Beth Kitson, Mark Laurent, and Sarah Messing with Thrivent. They can be reached at 260-217-4566. That's 260-217-4566, or come visit them at their offices in Van Wert and Fort Wayne. So we're about to get back underway. Let's set the lineups for you. We have Taylor Lewis in goal off to our left. And at center back, it'll be Bree Conversay and Carly Gilbert. Playing right back to start the second half will be Addie Knipstein. Jess Corman over on the left. Gwen Laurent playing her typical sweeper position. Emma Scheinman and Arabella Laurent at center mids. On the left-hand side at forward, we have Kate Kitson. In the center, it's Lily Alberting. And on the right-hand side, it's Anna Rubel. 40 minutes to determine who is going to advance to next Saturday's semi-state. The winner will advance to a North semi-state at a site to be determined by the IHSAA. That'll be announced either tonight or tomorrow. Potential sites would be either Kokomo or Chesterton. Bellmont has played in a semi-state before. A couple of trips up to South Bend to play South Bend St. Joe, who I believe are now playing in 3A. 3 classes in soccer in Indiana, as they've reached the threshold a couple years ago to go from 2 classes to 3 classes. You need 90% of member schools to move on to 4 classes. Soccer not quite there yet on the girls' side or the boys' side. So we're off and running here in the second half. Long ball by Leo is played off to Gwen, who plays it forward. Leo plays it all the way to the back. Long ball dealt with by Gilbert. Arabelle now finds Anna Rubel. She tries to loft one over the head of the center back for Leo, but it's headed well. Laurent steps in front of it, but Leo finds time to clear and space. Gilbert tries to clear the ball by running through it, and she runs past it. And Gilbert needing to come back, and Corman does a good job of clearing it and allowing her center back to get back in position. Ball thrown in by Leo. Gwen Laurent tries to clear it away. Now played up to Ella Graves. Up to Lewis. And Lewis is able to take care of it without too much of a threat. Her punt goes short of midfield and is played right back in by Leo. And that's going to go all the way to the corner. And it's going to be a very long throw for Knipstein to reach a teammate. Knipstein standing near the corner flag, deep in her own territory. She lifts the ball up to Laurent, who gets a knee in the back, but the ball goes off of her. Leo now playing the ball in. Ball goes all the way in, goes on a bounce to Kitson. And Lewis will punt it away. Punted into Deal, dealt with by Laurent, up to Arabelle to Emma. We get a foul call here. And it's a foul on Scheiman. So it's going to be a free kick for Leo. To take it, be Ava Herman. Herman asking for 10 yards, much easier to find on a football field, obviously. One-man wall by Alberding. The ball goes all the way in and is touched by Corman, but Lewis is able to deal with it. It wasn't a direct back pass. Again, Lewis ready to punt. She does. The ball goes up to Arabelle, but headed by the Leo midfielder. Emma Scheiman wins it, finds Anna Rubel, steps to the ball. Knipstein pokes it away. Sent back in by Leo. Conversay deals with it. And it goes out for a throw-in. Leo now, Madeline Beck, wearing the gloves. Throws it in. Put into the center by Zoe Sturm. Kitson takes it, collects it. Ball won back by Maddie Schwalm. Plays it up to Zoe Sturm. Sturm now to Graves. Graves enters the box. Collected there by Knipstein. Blocked by Conversay. Scheiman chests it down as she gets her feet taken out from under, and that's going to be a foul. Once again, a lot of contact. It's going to be a free kick for Bellmont. This one may take more than 80 minutes to solve. Gilbert launches the ball forward. Deal gets her head on it. Plays it up to Schwalm. Schwalm on the right side. Corman steps up to make the tackle, misses, but it allows Arabelle to gain a step. Ball goes all the way back to Bree at center back, up to Knipstein to the right. She plays the ball up to Rubel, but is immediately beat to the ball by Beck. Leo plays the ball back. They're going to play it all the way back to the Leo keeper. Plays it up to Crawford. Crawford now to Deal. Turned over there. Gwen has a man on, but finds her sister Arabelle. Has some options. Gets it over to Emma. Arabelle finds a nice little pass there to Anna Rubel. Plays the ball off for a deflection and a corner. So Bellmont with a corner. The ball went right off of the defender's foot. It'll be a corner. Gwen to take it with her right foot. The outswinger is high, deep in the box. Kitson gets ahead on it. Arabelle tries to take a shot, but it goes away. The ball is cleared forward. It's going to be a foot race, but Converse has plenty of advantage. And it'll be a Bellmont throw as the ball goes all the way across the field. Thrown back in by Corman. Immediately cleared back out of bounds by Emma Swigert. Kitson now with the chance. Left-hand side. Ball goes out for a throw. Corman drops the ball. Awfully wet. Ball spins a little bit. Plays it to Kitson, but it's kicked away. And it goes out for a Leo throw. I want to thank everybody for joining us for this webcast, wherever you are, whether you're here in Indiana or across the country. Thank everybody for checking in during the broadcast. Corman with another chance right in front of Coach Lee. She plays the ball into Kitson. Kitson played it after it went out of play. Leo defender tying her shoes. And the ball is suddenly in play. And Kitson tries to play the ball up to Rubel, who gets the first touch. The ball falls at her feet, but won there by Beck. Beck plays it up to Swigert. Swigert turns it over, though, to Kitson. Kitson goes to Scheiman, right back to Kitson. The ball goes out for a Bellmont throw. 33 to play, still no score. Again, Corman to Kitson, back to Corman, up forward to Alberding. Leo wins the ball back. Gilbert wins a 50-50 ball with Graves. The ball goes all the way into the box there. And it's going to be collected by the Leo keeper just at the end line. The punt there by the Leo keeper. Straight to the chest of Scheiman. Scheiman tangles up with Graves there. Ball won back by Leo. Madeline Beck plays it up to Graves. Gilbert steps forward, wins the ball back, but can't connect on the pass. Taylor Swigert deep into Bellmont territory. She beats Corman. She's got about a foot of height advantage on Corman. Corman wins the ball and then catches the foot of Swigert. Left-footed shot. It's a big one there, and it goes over the bar. That could have been trouble. That was Maddie Schwalm who put a full leg into it. But Lewis had the top bar covered. So, goal kick by Gilbert. Lofted up to Arabelle. Arabelle heads it over to Corman. Schwalm wins a challenge there against Corman. Schwalm finds Graves, but it's stopped there by Gwen Laurent. Laurent plays it up to Kitson. Kitson forces Leo to play a long ball, and Gilbert heads it out for a Leo throw. Haven't seen any substitutions for Coach Lee so far in this half, and just as we say that, we are going to see one. Scheiman toe pokes the ball up to Alberding, and it looks like we're going to get Hawkins in as a substitute here the next time the ball goes out of play. Now Ella Graves has a chance to put the ball up on the right-hand side. It goes straight to Lewis, who does a nice job to collect it. Taylor having a great game so far for Bellmont. A good punt there, finds Alberding. Nope, it's won by Emma Swigert, who takes the ball off the face, not really the forehead. Gilbert wins one challenge, and she is knocked down. Referee says she got the ball first. A left-handed shot, and that one's in. That one is in. Gilbert got knocked down after losing a challenge, and the ball came right for Maddie Schwalm, who hit it from 30 yards out. No fault of Lewis there. It was a perfectly hit shot and hit with power. And it's Maddie Schwalm who puts Leo on the board here in the 50th minute. So now the complexion of the game changes for Bellmont because they can't play for the 0-0 draw. There's certainly going to be some discussion there about whether or not it was a foul on Gilbert on the 50-50 ball that ultimately led to the shot, but it's not going to matter now because Leo leads it 1-0. You'd have to think that we're going to see Gilbert move back up. Schwalm does a nice job there of winning the ball. Conversay kicks it off of Sturm. Out for a Bellmont throw. Up to Laurent. Plays the ball off of Deal. Nope. It's going to be a Leo throw. Bellmont going to have to find more ways to make more passes, get more physical, and get more girls forward if they're going to get a chance to get back into this game. Ball played in by Bellmont. Laurent tries to play it forward, but it's won back by Schwalm. Physical play there by Laurent, and she's called for a foul on Schwalm. Leo looking to start play quickly. Nope, they're going to put it down. They're going to wait. Going to get set up. Got a girl tying her shoes here on the right-hand side. She's still tying. Ava Herman launches the ball in, plays it up to Schwalm. Ball falls to Schwalm. Now to Scheiman for Bellmont. Scheiman tries to play it up to Kitson. There's some contact there coming together, and it's a Leo throw. 28 minutes remain here. Leo leads at 1-0. And it's a Bellmont throw now. So Kitson throws it in. Hawkins gets a shove in the back and can't make a play on it. A lot of play on the sidelines today. Both teams trying to play the ball up the wing. Again, Kitson throws it in. She tries to seek out Hawkins, but Leo wins it. They clear it as far as Gilbert. Gilbert puts the ball forward. She finds Rubel. Rubel going to try to get the first touch here. She does. But in doing so, she plays the ball out of bounds. Now in its second year, Muddy River FC is in the midst of a busy schedule for its youth soccer teams at the U10, U12, and U15 levels. If you're interested in certified coaches and high-level instruction for your young soccer player, but don't want to drive an hour away, look for the next registration window for Muddy River and join dozens of young soccer players from the Decatur, Bluffton, and Hoagland areas who are already signed up. With practices twice a week and games on the weekends with licensed soccer coaches, Muddy River is focused on helping your child get better at the game. Check them out on muddyriverfc.com and look for their winter futsal leagues here in the coming weeks. So Gilbert is back up top now as Hawkins comes out of the game. Corman shifts over to center back, and we're back with the original starting lineup for Bellmont with Alberding and Rubel and Gilbert up top. Immediately Leo challenging now with that formation. Soslinski plays a right-handed cross in, and it's gobbled up by Lewis. Lewis's punt here goes out to Schwalm, who heads it out. And it looks like we're going to see Jin, Layla Jin, coming in for Gwen Laurent. First time we've seen her in the game so far. Ball played back in immediately, but back out. Another throw in by Bellmont. With this speed of this turf and the way these two teams are playing, the pace they're playing, that's why we've seen so many throw-ins tonight. Arabelle plays a ball up to Alberding in space. She tries to play a through ball, but the back line of Leo is in good shape. Jin plays the ball off of a Leo forward's face, and the ball goes into the corner. Focused on results, the attorneys at Miller, Burry & Brown have over 100 years of combined experience in a law office that dates back to 1951 in downtown Decatur. With decades of experience, the attorneys at Miller, Burry & Brown are ready to serve you. They offer a wide range of legal expertise and look forward to meeting with you to discuss your goals and circumstances. The law firm can help you with estate planning and administration, trusts, elder care, and more. A shot now by Schwalm, and she launches it high. They can help you with elder care planning, real estate transactions, civil litigation, including personal and family law. Miller, Burry, and Brown looks forward to serving your legal needs. Update here on the other North Regional. Mishawaka-Marion leads West Lafayette 1-0 early in the second half. Thank you to Dave Nathan for bringing us that information. That match was moved due to the weather to Northwood High School so they could play on turf instead of grass. Leo tosses the ball in. It's turned over there. Laurent gets a chance to turn it in. She finds Gilbert now. It is Gilbert on 5 Leo defenders and nobody on her team within 30 yards. She tries to play the ball into the box. She holds it up in the corner, and the ball is going to be a goal kick. And while that's going on, we're going to play you an ad.
Make your car, truck, or van really special with accessories from Innovative Concepts Audio Video.
We offer a complete line of WeatherTech floor mats, mud flaps, wind deflectors, pickup steps, and LED lights, plus stereos, remote starts, forward and rear cameras, radar detectors, and of course, mind-blowing stereo installations.
Lights, camera, action. Innovative Concepts Audio Video can make your ride magnificent. Innovative Concepts, 1421 Manchester Street. We bring technology to you.
My apologies there. Didn't have the right button clicked to play that from the start. We'll pick it up later. The goal kick came all the way out to center, to the center of the field and went out for a throw-in for Leo as they're challenging now. Thrown in by Graves, kicked away by Corman. Back to Deal. Deal puts the ball in and it goes out for a goal kick. So a substitution now as it looks like Laurent is going to come back in for Jin. Nope. Laurent's going to come in for Emma Scheiman. So Jin stays in the game. Bellmont attempting to put more experience up front to try to find that equalizer and get back into this contest. Goal kick won by Gwen Laurent. That ball's going to go, nope, saved in by Rubel. Knipstein needs to take her time. Nope, turned over to Deal. The ball deflects off of Corman. Converse in trouble now. She's going to play it out for a corner. Good job there. She played it out for a throw-in, did not play it out for a corner. And Leo is going to have a throw-in here. 22.5 minutes left in the game. The Lions in no hurry to put this back into play as they lead 1-0. Bellmont needs a goal here in the last 22 minutes to stay in this game. A long throw collected by Corman, only as far as Schwalm though, and Schwalm plays the ball off of Knipstein for a corner kick. Deal's going to take it. Deal, one of the captains of this Leo team. Now Emma Scheiman is in for Layla Jin. Jin offering a good 4 or 5 minutes there for the Braves. Under 22 to play here. Finally, the corner kick comes in. Deal plays the ball, and she just misses Emma Swigert there, and the ball goes all the way across the length of the field, the width of the field, I should say. And it goes out of play. Bellmont throw in, but it's won by Schwalm. Ball goes up into the air. Kitson wins it on a header. And the ball goes out for a Leo throw. Ball back in play now. Chance there by Leo's Graves, who gets it in, and the ball goes off. That was Swigert, who played it into Graves. Graves got a shot off, but it went wide. Leo still looking dangerous here. Bellmont not showing any signs of creating any scoring opportunities. We want to thank all of our sponsors who brought us tonight's broadcast and Thursdays. Big contact there between Emma Scheiman and a defender on that throw-in. The Ball goes over to Knipstein on the right. She tries to play it to Rubel, but it's won back by Deal from Leo. Deal with some nice footwork to beat Rubel. She plays it up to Schwalm, who deflects the ball back. Converse plays the ball up to Arabelle. Arabelle to Knipstein. Ball goes, nope, still in. Deal wins it, plays it off. Kitson lets it pass, goes over to Corman. Corman plays it out to the Leo bench. Don't forget about the elementary wrestling program for Decatur Wrestling Club, along with the upcoming Decatur Wrestling Club season that begins in early November. Practices Mondays and Wednesdays from 6 to 7. Get your young wrestler out and in shape and getting instruction. Look for more information from North Adams Elementary and Middle Schools. Gilbert tries to advance the ball, but it's knocked away by Deal. Knipstein keeps it in. Nope, it goes out for Leo throw. Beck, with those gloves on, tosses it in. And instead of playing the ball, Graves lets it go back, and it's directly off of Knipstein and another Leo throw. Less than 20 to play here. Bellmont trails 1-0. Converse all the way in the back. Does a nice job of avoiding Taylor Swigert. Leo just winning a lot of headers in the center third of the field. Gilbert there wins the ball, and Deal does a nice job of playing the ball out. Midfield now. Knipstein tries to loft it into Arabelle, but once again, Leo wins the ball. Schwalm does a nice job of poking the ball away from Lorenz. She beats Knipstein down the left-hand side. She looks for Taylor Swigert in the middle. It's going to be Swigert and Lewis, but Lewis gets there first. Bellmont running out of time. Punt there by Lewis. Goes out to Arabelle, who tries to beat Deal. It does. She plays the ball into the corner, but a long ways away from Alberding. That ball is not going to make it into the box. Good pressure there by Gilbert and Alberding, but they release the ball up to Swigert. Immediately up to Graves. No, that's Schwalm who plays it up to Graves. Graves, all she needs to beat is Knipstein, and she beats, a great little toe poke there by Lewis. And Taylor did not use her hands, but used her feet, as Graves had Knipstein to beat and was one step ahead of her. And Lewis makes the save and collects the ball. Converse misses on a header. She shields it, and Lewis collects the ball again. Just a great night in goal by Taylor Lewis. I hope this isn't the last time that we get to see her in a Bellmont uniform, but the Braves are going to have to find a way to score here. That ball won by Gilbert. Plays it up to Rubel. And Leo just a step faster. There, number 11, Emma Swigert, plays the ball back. Good pressure. One thing that Bellmont is doing these last 5 minutes is they are putting more pressure on that back line, where really none existed in the first 60 minutes of this contest. Arabelle plays it up to Emma, but that ball is blocked by Deal. Converse going to need to win this 50-50, and the ball goes past her and the Leo forward. Now Gwen up to Scheiman. Bouncing ball to Arabelle. Won by Graves from Leo, who plays it up to Schwalm. Back to Graves on the give and go. She plays the ball up to Swigert, but Swigert wasn't ready for it, and the ball was going to get just over the line into the box and collected by Lewis. Emma Scheiman now on Schwalm, wins the ball back. Ball goes out of play. SRE Services and Rubel Equipment could not be prouder of this year's girls soccer team. If you're in the market for a skid loader, an excavator, or just on the lookout for an attachment to your existing equipment, give Sam or Joe Rubel a call today and see what they can do for you, and go Braves. Thank Rubel Equipment for being one of our sponsors. Anna Rubel goes out of the game. And that looks like Maggie Wilson, I believe, the freshman, coming into the game. Older sister Izzy played for Coach Lee years ago. Knipstein throws the ball back in, settled by Laurent on the sideline. Played up to Gilbert. This one has some promise now, and Gilbert's knocked away from the ball. A strong challenge there by Leo. A really nice play there by Emma Swigert. She uses her body to shield the ball. Arabelle plays the ball off of her hand. but it was from close distance. One thing that a lot of people don't understand is just because the ball hits your hand doesn't mean it's a handball. There's certainly some allowance for reaction time and where your arm is. Wilson doing a nice job there. She wins a throw-in. She's over on the right-hand side. Knipstein now with a throw-in, deep in Bellmont territory. Arabelle beats her man, sends in a left-footed cross. That one's going to go to Gwen, and Gwen wastes the opportunity and goes off to the left. So with that, we're going to send it in for another commercial here.
Adams Memorial Hospital is pleased to welcome Dr. Tobin Eicher, who's joining the Dr. Ainsworth family medicine practice. A native of Bern, Dr. Eicher is excited to be back home with family and friends. A graduate of IU School of Medicine, who served his residency at Ball Memorial Hospital, Dr. Eicher is currently accepting new patients. Just call 728-3843 or 1-833-724-DOCS.
Back here at Norwell High School, goal kick comes into the center. Bellmont wins possession temporarily. Kitson in a shoving match over there with her Leo counterpart. That's Swigert. Swigert hits the deck, but Ava Wagner keeps it in on the right-hand side, and she's going to have a throw-in. Ball put back into play. Kitson tries to get it over to Alberding. Schwalm wins it there. She sends a left-footed cross. Knipstein handles it well. Converse now trying to keep the ball away from Taylor Swigert. Swigert beats Kitson at the corner. Corman does a nice job of blocking that cross, though. Plays it up to Scheiman. Now to Alberding. Up to Arabelle. Arabelle tries to reach Carly. Carly wins it. A nice back heel there. She gets it to Alberding, and Alberding gets run into by number 30 or 27, Taylor Messman. Gilbert asks for a foul and doesn't get one. Going to be a sub now, as Wilson has her spell ended. Rubel back into the game. Nope, I'm sorry, it was not. It was Wilson who switched sides and went over to the left-hand side, and it was Alberding who came off. So Wilson switches over to the left, Rubel here on the right, nearer to us in the press box here. Ball thrown back in by Leo. Leo now playing the ball up to Sturm. Turned over. Now Gilbert in possession. She sends a ball up to Wilson. Wilson not going to get the first touch on it. It's going to be Ava Herman instead. Herman's going to shield the ball, and she's going to use her strength and experience to keep the freshman out. Ball's going to go out for a throw-in. And Leo's going to make a substitution. Give us the time to play an ad here.
Why lose out to pain? Visit Dr. Carla Grody at Grody Chiropractic, 320 West Monroe Street, Decatur. She's a specialist in the utilization of proven non-force techniques to treat injuries of all kinds requiring professional chiropractic care. Call 724-2510 for an appointment with Dr. Carla Grody. Open Monday through Thursday, closed Friday and Saturday. Grody Chiropractic, 320 West Monroe Street, Decatur.
Now Bellmont wins possession back off of the goal kick. Wilson challenging, putting in some good minutes here for Coach Lee. Ball goes out for a Bellmont throw. Alberding's going to come back in, and I assume Wilson's going to come off, and that's the way it's going to be. So Bellmont going to have a throw in here. 11 minutes to play. And we're back in play. Kitson tries to play it up to Arabelle, but it is cleared out by Schwalm. Corman wins it, gets it into Kitson, who settles, but it's stolen away there by Schwalm. Gwen Laurent clears the ball out, and Leo's going to advance the ball forward, send their forwards. Laurent with some contact there. She gets the ball back up to Alberding. Bellmont wins the ball in midfield. Laurent tried to clear space for her sister Arabelle to win the ball, but Schwalm takes it. Another ball on the field, so they had to wait to restart play. Now the ball won by Graves. Graves plays the ball, tries to play the ball up, but a nice tackle there by Kitson. So impressed with her poise and the way that she's able to play back there in the Bellmont back line. 10 minutes left here. Bellmont needs a goal to even this up. Leo leads 1-0 on the goal by Schwalm. That throw-in comes into the box, cleared out by Converse. Once again, it was Maddie Schwalm, the sophomore midfielder, with the goal. It was the same score line last year on the same field in the same game. 1-0 for Leo. That ball is dangerous into the box. Corman tries to clear it. Scheiman now needs to win this. She tries to get it up to Gilbert, but Deal once again is right there denying Gilbert the direct pass. Finally, the ball gets to Gilbert. She has a chance to look for Rubel. A stab there by the Bellmont, or the Leo midfielder. And a nice job there on the tackle by Maddie Beck. Knipstein throws it into Gilbert. Gilbert surrounded by 3 defenders there. Ball played back in the center. Sturm now with Arabelle on. Arabelle wins the ball. Knipstein plays the ball, and it goes off of Knipstein's hip. And it's a throw-in for Leo, as they are making more substitutions now than ever with that 1-0 lead. Alberting Woodworking, with over 40 years in business, is your best choice for your custom kitchen cabinets. Interested in remodeling your kitchen or adding storage space to declutter? Look them up on Facebook and see their custom cabinet photos. They take pride in their work and are proud to be a part of the community. Their cabinets are good, but not as good as this Bellmont soccer team, having won 9 sectionals in a row, I believe. Go Braves, win regional, says Alberting Woodworking. Throw in now by Knipstein. Plays it up to Scheiman. A lot of contact between her and Schwalm. The ball goes off of Laurent and out for a Leo throw-in. 8 minutes to play. The ball again goes out for a Leo throw. Rich Skaggs, Coach Steve Lee, trying to stay warm, trying to come up with the last bit of tactics. A lot of bouncing balls here, hard to hit on the bounce for the volley for these girls, as they're used to playing on the grass. Leo in no hurry to throw it in. Now they do. Once again, it goes off of Bellmont for another Leo throw. Maddie Beck tosses it in. They get it into Schwalm. Schwalm with some nifty footwork. She beats 3 different girls in white. She passes it right over to Graves, who settled it and had a shot, but a nice block there by Corman. Emma Swigert now wins the ball back and has a foul committed on her by Alberting. And this game's getting more physical, as you can hear the crowd in the background cheering on the foul call. Dangerous situation now for Deal from Belmont's point of view. Under 7 to play. Bellmont trails 1-0. Deal is 30 yards out, just right of the center of the field. Here comes the free kick. It goes over the wall, and it's going to go above the uprights and out for a goal kick. Lewis hurries the ball back to Gwen. Gwen now looking to pick out somebody in the middle with a pass. Ball put into play. Not a strong goal kick there. And it's won immediately by Graves. Graves still with the ball in play. The ball rolls away and goes out. Precious seconds ticking off the clock here. Bellmont trying to find a way to get back in it. Schwalm wins the ball, gets it over to Swigert. Swigert is in the box. She takes to the ground, but not a foul. Ball goes out for a goal kick. Under 6 to play. Here in the second half of the regional finals in 2A. The winner will advance to the semi-state either at Kokomo or at Chesterton to take on either Mishawaka Marion or West Lafayette. Ball played back into the middle by to Zoe Sturm. Cleared out momentarily by Bellmont. Graves wins the ball from Kitson. Graves advances the ball into the box. Low cross goes in to Corman. Corman tries to clear it. It goes out to Deal, but Deal's shot is not on target. And now with 5 minutes to play, Lewis gets the ball back to Gwen. Belmont's had half a dozen goal kicks in the last 3 or 4 minutes, but they haven't advanced the ball past midfield as Leo wins every single one of these goal kicks. Laurent, left-footed clearance, goes out of play. Leo taking their time, as they should. Ball gets thrown in, and Laurent gets brought down. And the ball goes out for another throw-in for Leo. Leo making substitutions, each substitution pulling 5 or 10 more seconds off of the clock. Leo's been here before. They know how to do this. Thrown back in by Leo into the box, over the head of Corman to Converse, and Lewis collects it. Norwell Athletic Director Kelby Waybright has taken the trophy, and it has exited the building. Gilbert wins the header on the punt by Lewis, but it goes out for a throw-in. Laurent got into the feet of Deal there. Deal okay, I think. Deal clears the ball. Knipstein going to throw it back in. We're under 4 to play now. Knipstein's throw to Arabelle. She lets it bounce to Gilbert. Gilbert tries to poke it away to Scheiman. Scheiman wins the ball. She's knocked down by Graves there at midfield. And instead of playing it quickly, they're going to give it to Carly, who's going to try to launch it in. Probably a good idea. She sends the ball too long, and it bounces. No, it bounces off the head of a Leo defender. Gets cleared all the way back to Gilbert. I thought she had sent that too far. Gilbert gets it over to Knipstein, but she can't handle it. And Leo clears it back to Converse. Gilbert tries to win a challenge there against Swigert. Scheiman takes the ball away from Deal, but it's poked away before Albertine can get to it. Gwen now at the center of the field, and Deal clears it. Under 3 to play. Leo with a 1-0 lead. Knipstein plays the ball up forward to Arabelle. It's going to be a race for the end line. Nice shield there by the Leo defender. And Laurent beats her man. Stopped by Rubel. Rubel plays the ball into the center of the box. Now Laurent settles it, sends it in. Albertine going to have a chance to win the ball back here in the box. Was a moment there where I thought that Rubel and Gilbert were going to be able to connect and get a shot off. Thrown in by Kitson. Deal settles it. Laurent sends a ball in, and it's going to go wide. That was a chance there. Laurent wishing she would have been able to put that one on target. 2 minutes to play here. Bellmont running out of chances to get this one started. Plenty of the Bellmont faithful will come out of the cold and walk over to the gym for some volleyball action. Check it all out on WSDVD.com. Goal kick. Launched towards midfield by the Leo goalkeeper. Headed out for Leo throw. The clock did stop. There are some clock management rules now in IHSAA. You can't just clear it anymore. Ball back into play now. Gwen trying to win the ball back. Schwalm plays it out. Bellmont with a throw in, 90 seconds to play. The ball goes in. Gilbert blocks a clearance attempt, but Leo wins the throw in. They throw it into Albertine. The ball lands at Gilbert's feet. She's on the left sideline. She plays it back to Kitson. Gilbert falls on the ground. She's still down. Off to the side with a little bit of a limp. And it's a Leo throw in. There's just 60 seconds left in this game. The ball is thrown deep into the corner. Conversay is going to have to deal with it. She's going to have to do something with it. And the ball goes out for a goal kick. 53 seconds left. Gwen now trying to launch the ball deep. Gilbert still with a bit of a limp. Leo again gets the first touch on that goal kick, as they have so many times in this second half. Ball played into Emma. Scheiman is fouled, but there's only 30 seconds left. Oh, Scheiman asking for a card. It's not really kosher in the professional game now, but in high school it doesn't matter. Deep free kick, headed away by Leo. And Swigert launches the ball deep. And with 10 seconds left, Bellmont not even going to get the ball back into play. And Leo, for the second year in a row, is going to win a regional title by beating the Bellmont Braves 1-0. So we'll take a chance to play some commercials. We'll come back with some final thoughts, and we'll encourage everybody to think about volleyball here later this evening on WZBD.
Adams Memorial Hospital is pleased to welcome Dr. Tobin Eicher, who's joining the Dr. Ainsworth family medicine practice. A native of Bern, Dr. Eicher is excited to be back home with family and friends. A graduate of IU School of Medicine, who served his residency at Ball Memorial Hospital, Dr. Eicher is currently accepting new patients. Just call 728-3843 or 1-833-724-DOCS.
Hi, this is Jared from the West End Restaurant in Decatur. Just wanted to take a minute to thank our patrons for all their support over the years. This year we're celebrating 135 years in business. We're open 6 days a week, closed on Sundays, so stop in for some of the old favorites like the breaded tenderloin, our fish, onion rings, burgers, and fries. We also have some newer items, grilled West End cod, pecan tilapia, grilled salmon, and plank salmon. We have breakfast, lunch, and dinner specials, so stop by at the corner of 7th and Monroe in Decatur.
When you need building materials, you need Arnold Lumber, 425 Winchester Street in Decatur, featuring lumber in a wide choice of sizes, plus doors, windows, roofing, and more. Whether it's a complete new home or remodeling, a new deck or deck repair, a new kitchen or a kitchen update, whether it's an erected or materials-only garage or pool barn package featuring quality metal, free professional designs and estimates. Arnold Lumber provides it all. Open 7 to 5 Monday through Thursday till 4:30 on Friday and 11:30 on Saturday. Every child has the right to the financial support from both parents, regardless of whether the parents are married, live together, or live separately. Please call the Adams County Prosecutor's Office if you need help with establishing paternity, obtaining a child support order, or enforcing of a child support order. In some cases, failure to pay child support can result in criminal charges. The Adams County Prosecutor's Office will diligently and aggressively pursue the collection of support from those who try to avoid this responsibility. There is no cost to get the help of the Prosecutor's Office. If you need help, give the office a call today at 724-5362 or visit adamscountyprosecutor.com.
So welcome back here to Norwell High School for the final time as the Bellmont Braves season comes to an end. The 1-0 loss to the Leo Lions for the second straight year. Carly Gilbert's fantastic career comes to an end, tied for the all-time lead in goals scored. Bellmont ends this season with 17 wins, 3 losses and 2 draws. A long win streak here at the end of the year leading up to this regional final. 4 captains at the center of the pitch right now. Arabelle Laurent, Carly Gilbert, Emma Scheiman, and Taylor Lewis accepting a game ball from host athletic director Kelby Waybright. Got a couple of spots here to read and then we'll wrap it up. Alberding Woodworking, with over 40 years in business, is your best choice for your custom kitchen cabinets. Interested in remodeling your kitchen or adding storage space to declutter? Look them up on Facebook and see their custom cabinet photos. We take pride in our work and are proud to be a part of the community. Their cabinets are good, but not as good as this Bellmont soccer team, and Alberding Woodworking says a great job today at Regional Bellmont Braves. Also, SRE Services and Rubel Equipment, They could not be prouder of this year's girls soccer team. If you're in the market for a skid loader, an excavator, or just on the lookout for an attachment to your existing equipment, give Sam or Joe a call today and see what they can do for you. And go Braves. And finally, we'll want to encourage everybody with a young wrestler or a young athlete out there to consider signing their kid up for the elementary wrestling program. A great program. Come get instruction from the Bellmont High School wrestlers for a few days, and then wrestle in the elementary tournament on that Thursday, and then that's a good time to decide whether or not Decatur Wrestling Club is for you. The Decatur Wrestling Club has practices Mondays and Wednesdays, starting in November all the way until the IHSAA State Finals, 6 to 7 o'clock up at the Bellmont Wrestling Room. Follow Bellmont Braves Wrestling for more information, or check out the information that comes home from the different schools in the North Adams School District. So this one ends in a 1-0 loss for Coach Steve Lee and his team. A fantastic season comes to an end, unfortunately. We want to encourage everybody to make their way to their radio and turn on Rex and his coverage of the South Adams and Adams Central volleyball match. The winner will advance to the Elwood 2A volleyball regional. We will have coverage of that no matter who wins, with Ed Thurman next Saturday at 10 a.m. If Bellmont advances tonight by beating Norwell, then we will also have coverage for you of Bellmont right back here against Angola in one of the marquee matchups of the entire postseason in any class here in Indiana. Bellmont versus Angola potentially. That would be at 10 a.m. on Saturday, live from Norwell. So we want to thank everybody for joining us and all of our sponsors that helped bring this webcast to fruition. And I thank Rex Brewer, who was on with me during the first half. Wish everybody a good night.